Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm going to be reacting to Beyond Physical Intelligence Sadhguru. So actually I kind of skimmed through this and it looks like it's one of the videos that I reacted to a long time ago. I can't remember the scientist's name, but I reacted to the entire length of it, but this is a snippet of it. Or I guess a very specific snippet of it. And I'm kind of curious now to see if my thoughts have changed since then. But anyways, let's go and get started.
Science is trying to achieve everything through physical means, by taking physical quantities, going by the physical laws. If you go through physical means, you will hit that glass wall somewhere. I think, in my perception, I'm not a scientist, I don't know all of it, but in my perception, I think the physicists are near the glass wall. They might not have hit it, they're near.
That's the unknown question, right? We have no guarantee how far we'll get in science. But by glass wall, I assume you mean we run to a place where we say we can't…
Where the present faculties will not be good enough.
Whenever he says glass wall, I assume that it's just basically the limitation. No matter how far advanced the technology is, this glass wall will prevent you from seeing beyond that, just because that's the limitation of technology itself. But I guess what he's saying here is the limitation of current technology will hit that glass wall. Until current technology becomes better, we will break through that glass wall. However, much like that glass wall and many other glass walls before it, which we have broken, we will eventually run into another glass wall which our current technologies cannot break until we develop new technologies.
The present faculties of five senses and a brain will not be good enough.
Or maybe I was wrong.
That we hit a long time ago. So for example, things like quantum physics, you can't understand it. But you can write it down in equations that make predictions accurate out to 14 decimal places. So we think it's pretty good and we can build new things out of it, that we can see things much smaller and much farther away than we ever could before. We understand the wondrousness and the subtleness of everything around us much better than we did before. But the actual physics, a human can't understand. We just make tools to get where we need to go with it. So we've already hit that point. And certainly it's the case with the human brain, which is made up of almost 100 billion specialized cells with thousands of trillions of connections between them, and every second…
I like the way you're saying it with the passion.
I'm wondering if Sadhguru is also trying to say to him the fact that with our senses we well, maybe not. Well, like kind of like how we can't see the details of the moon, but yet we can use a telescope to see the details of the moon. So we are extending our five senses. How maybe we can't smell something, but much like a dog, which has a heightened sense of smell, can smell a lot of things going on where we probably can't. Maybe we can have something hook up to our nose and then we can start smelling those things. But perhaps maybe, I guess what they're talking about is things that perhaps our five senses cannot see, but with technology. So like I forget what our spectrum of vision is. I think it's UV light, everything within the UV light, and we can't see infrared. So, like we know infrared exists, but our eyes could never see it. But with machines can translate that to something that we can understand, but physically our five senses cannot see that. I wonder if that's what's meant there.
Like some people are talking about food or something else.
I'm a brainy instead of a
You
food.
feed on the brain.
Yeah. But the reason it's easy to be passionate about it is because it's a system of such unimaginable complexity that it bankrupts the language. We have no way that a human could perceive a system of that complexity, and yet each of us has it. There's this 3-pound organ that we're carrying around, but we've already hit that point a long time ago in science where we realize we can make new strains of mathematics, we can make computer simulations, but we'll never get it. I'll never get the brain. All I can do is take the way that you explained the 16 aspects of the mind, you simplified it down to 4. The best I can do is take the thousands of trillions of connections in the brain and make some cartoony model that my impoverished intellect can sort of get a sense of.
They're building a simulator, brain simulator,
Yeah.
Andrew Markram is busy building this simulated brain. All that is fine, we are looking at the physical mechanics of what's happening. The complexity of what's happening is beyond the physical mechanics. See, looking at the physical mechanics of the brain, the neuronal function and the electric… this thing that's happening, the waves that are flowing, whatever things happening, is fantastic because of the complexity of what it is, the sophistication of what it is. It is the gadget, no question, okay? This human gadget is the gadget on the planet. Of what we have seen, this is the most sophisticated gadget on the planet, there's no question about that. Keeping that aside, but even this brain can be manufactured with something as simple as a piece of a carrot or a bread. So I'm saying, there is an intelligence here which can create a brain. Why are you ignoring that intelligence?
I think the heart of science is to try to understand what that is.
So I guess that beyond physical intelligence. Well, I know it looks… I think Sadhguru was talking about karma here with the… how, your grandfather's nose… grandfather's nose is on your nose. And how DNA and RNA and your genes, how everything's determined where everything goes, how your cells does different things. So basically when you eat the banana or bread or a carrot, it knows where those things needs to go. So I believe that's what Sadhguru seems to be talking about, is beyond physical intelligence. Did I miss that? I must have, but I don't know if my perspective has changed. I get what both are saying, although this is a very small snippet of the larger context, and it's been a while since I watched it. But anyways, this was again part whenever I typed in Sadhguru's channel, Gyana, G-N-A-N-A, and I could not find anything Gyana, but this was a playlist of stuff, so I was getting just a few out of it. So anyways, that's my reaction to Beyond Physical Intelligence. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.